When life knocks you down, and life will knock you down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Welcome to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. In my last video, I talked about my road trip and how it's been a life-changing trip. I'm still on the road trip. And so I'm shooting this video from an Airbnb. So if you hear any noise, that's because there are people upstairs, and we're just going to work through it. This video is going to be about how I am changing from a saver to a spender and how hard that transition is. But it's influenced by a video that I just watched yesterday from Cathy at the Cronson family, where she talked about how to avoid lifestyle creep. And I like that. I'm going the opposite direction in this video, but I avoided lifestyle creep for many, many years. And I suggest that you avoid lifestyle creep when you're in the accumulation phase. I'm going to move from the accumulation phase to the preservation phase as life progresses, because I think that I've made enough money that I want to make sure I preserve the money, not only for me, my wife, and my future generations. This is day 22 of my trip, and I'm in Southern California for the Thanksgiving week, and then I'll be heading home. But what I'm doing is I am moving into lifestyle inflation, which is the opposite of trying to avoid lifestyle creep. I think that for many, many years, I lived below my means, and I'll still continue to do that. But in 2025, I'm going to increase my lifestyle just a little bit. That doesn't mean I'm going to spend all the money that I have. It just means that I want to enjoy life more, which is part of the whole die with zero, is just enjoy life more on the things that are important to you. So what does this look like? What this looks like is that I will still be trying to increase my savings rate, as I mentioned in prior videos in 2025, but I will also not be putting that money into retirement accounts like I did in 2024. What I'm going to transition to doing is putting my money that comes in into paying down a rental property loan. And so I have two rental property loans. And so I'm going to try to pay down one or pay off one. And I don't know that I could do that in 2025, but maybe in 2026. What that means is that I'll have more cash flow as I pay off that rental property loan. And so that is my new goal. But it also does not mean that I will not still live below my means. I've always lived below my means. I'm a frugal person, but I am going to focus on paying down one of my rental property loans. The increase in the monthly cash flow, once I pay off that loan, which may take years, I don't know how fast I can pay off that loan, but what it will do is it will fund my family's lifestyle. And this means me, my wife, and our new puppy, and we will be able to do things that we've never been able to do before because I'm so frugal and because I live below my means. I just want to increase it just a little bit. And this is why I always mention that I don't need the YouTube income. I don't need that income to pay off rental properties or increase cash flow. That money is going to be donated to charity. A lot of what I do is community service and donating to charity. Having more cash flow allows me to donate more to the homeless in my community. Changing from a saver to a spender has been really hard for me. As many of you know, I went back on this trip to the homeless shelter that I was in 38 years ago. So I've been able to reflect on my financial progress from homeless to financial freedom over the past 38 years. A lot of mistakes were made. When I started this journey coming out of the homeless shelter, I owed back child support, I owed the IRS, and I owed 3 months of back rent. And my goal at that time was don't get evicted. That was it. I didn't have a financial freedom goal. I didn't have a financial freedom number. I didn't know about any of those things. I was taught that by many different people in my life over the last 38 years. So yes, I'm more savvy financially now than I was 38 years ago, but it doesn't mean that I still don't have that mindset of I need to save. So spending and increasing my lifestyle is going to be very hard and very difficult. Please like and subscribe to my video so that YouTube pushes this video out to more people. If I ever make money on YouTube, as you know, I will donate that money to charity, but I want to get to the point where I can donate more money to charity. And so many people that have YouTube channels in retirement are trying to make money by selling courses or selling different items and that kind of thing. And they have a lot more money than me, but I have the advantage of I live on less than I make because I don't need to sell anything. I don't need to have courses. I don't need to have memberships. I don't need to have any of those things because I'm fully self-sufficient. And a lot of these folks have a lot more money than me, but they need a lot more money than me to live on because it really depends on where you live and how much your basic expenses cost. In 2024, I peaked my savings rate at 50%. But by the end of 2024, because I had some rental expenses, I had to cut back on my savings rate. And so I will end the year of 2024 with a 40% savings rate. That is pretty good. I am still looking to have a high savings rate in 2025 while increasing my lifestyle. The way that I'm going to increase my lifestyle and increase my savings rate in 2025 is by doing a lot of fishing at the lake and picking up sticks in my yard, as you know. These are things that I love to do that just don't cost a lot of money. And also, I have a dream. My dream is to get a boat for the lake so that I can get out and catch bigger fish in the lake. Well, what that means is that one, I have to first pay off that rental property loan. Then I have to save up enough money to pay cash for a boat. I'm not getting a new boat. I'm not getting a fancy boat. I'm getting a very old boat that will be very comfortable for my wife, I, and our puppy. In the comments, let me know if you have transitioned from a super saver like me to a spender and whether or not that was hard for you to do in retirement. I know it's been hard for me. So part of this change to my financial philosophy is wanting to spend more time with my wife and my puppy. And I tell you, I watched my puppy on a doggy cam at his doggy daycare the other day, and it broke my heart to watch him running around and playing when I'm supposed to be his daycare. So when I get home after this trip, I won't be taking very many trips. If I do, they'll be very short trips by airplane and not driving around the country. This is my last long trip of driving around the country. And this has been my third trip of driving around the country. I've done this 3 years in a row, and this is the last one. So I'm saying farewell to a lot of friends, but I will fly out to see them again. I like to set goals for the future year. So I think we should all set financial goals and life goals for 2025. Please, in the comments, put down your goals for 2025, whether they're financial or life goals. That's an extra comment request. And so, as a heads up, what I'll be doing in 2025, I will be regularly talking about my savings rate, as you know, but I will also be documenting my debt pay down of my rental property loan because I want that loan gone. And the financial independence is different to me than it is to other people. I will still live below my means, but I need very little money every month to live on. So I will end this video and I will report again next week from on the road because I'll be on my way home. So I'll also be recording from a hotel. But I want to give you the quote of the day, which is money is a terrible master, but an excellent servant. Never let your past determine your future.